Joining me at Croft Park is Tim Harris. You must be delighted with not only the result but the performance this afternoon.
Yeah, very much so. I mean, I think you come to a place like this, and the important thing is that after Tuesday night we didn't get complacent. I thought it was a very scrappy game at times because of the conditions, but also saying that, we put in some good performances and we were very committed all over the park, and absolutely delighted that we picked up another 3 points on their travel, because whilst they haven't won yet, they've got one or two really good players that are going to cause a problem. So delighted we're going back on the bus with another 3 points, and we'll go from there.
You pretty much kept the same shape, but you brought Raheem Hanley in at left back. I thought he played really well. What's your take on that?
Well, there's no doubt about it, we'd have played the same side if Kieran wasn't injured, because Kieran has done really well, and we looked really solid the other night. We're just fortunate that when you look at the squad, you've got people that you can rely on. We gave Raheem a break in the week because he hadn't played a lot of football, and it was great that he got on the pitch today. He's got a lot of quality, I have to say. He's still got a little bit to learn about it, a little bit too casual at times for me, but going forward he's a threat, and if we can sort of harness that, then all bodes well.
And how much of a difference do you think Bradley Ash's introduction has made to the Hereford setup?
Well, I think Mark knew what Bradley Ash was all about. He is a player. I mean, he never stopped chasing, he never stopped harassing the defence, and at times he showed some great skill. So I think if there's a disappointing thing today, was that we didn't win by more than one goal. We've had two really good opportunities. I mean, the keeper's pulled off a great save from Jordan Nicholson at the end, and then we had that scramble where it goes in, we're a little bit more comfortable, but I don't think Brandon Hall had too much to do, and I was delighted with our goal. I thought there was some great interchanging, some great movement, and Simmer was there on the end of it to get us the 3 points.
And credit to you for putting three up top. That seems to have been a real positive sign.
It's not about me, it's about, in the transition that we find ourselves in, it's about keeping those lads focused and delivering what they want to deliver. And it's easy, as I said before, to get complacent, especially after you get 3 points at home, and you come on this long journey, and that's what I suppose was more pleasing. The pleasing thing was we got the 3 points, but the other pleasing aspect was our commitment, our total commitment from the whole of the squad. It was fantastic today.
Yeah, you mentioned commitment. I was thinking the defence in that regard. You talked about maintaining focus and making sure that Spartans couldn't get back into the match, and they pretty much snuffed it out, any danger out, really. Yeah,
I think you're always at 1-0, you're always on a little bit of a knife's edge, because one slip, one bad decision, and it's 1-1 and you've dropped 2 points. And I think I mentioned that on Tuesday night against Hereford, when they had a couple of free kicks late on, and they could have punished us, but they never. So yeah, we move on, and we're delighted that we're getting back on the bus with the 3 points.
And you've got to work a week to work on now to really cement this.
We've got a lot of work to do, behind the scenes, in terms of looking at the new appointment, looking at, keeping these boys ticking over. So we've got one or two knocks at the moment. Mike Simon's got to give him a lot of praise, was a colossus out there again today, and he's struggling. But hopefully now he's got a free week and he can rest up, and we'll go again against Brackley next Saturday.
Because Reece Dyche as well, he's got that shoulder problem, but he said he's strapped up and he'll play.
Yeah, Reece is a warrior, isn't he? And he's cute as well, so he's got a lot of experience, and that just gives us that competition that we need, which we probably didn't have last year.
Finally, going back to the managerial coaching scenario, how much are you involved in looking at the candidates that are coming forward?
Well, I just go back to what I said before. Ultimately, it's the board's decision to appoint a manager or a head coach, whatever they want to go. And that was the same when they appointed Mark. So yeah, I mean, I look at it, I know a lot of people in the game. I've been in the game a long time, that's why I'm old and grey. But all said and done, ultimately it will be the board's decision.